Von Holland. She's the lady that helped give everybody a t-shirt. So first of all, let's give Maggie a big round of applause. Maggie is with Corbin Tourism, and as you know, this is our second year in a row that we've been back down here to Laurel River Lake. And Maggie and Kelly Burton is the reason that we're at Laurel River Lake. Corbin and Laurel this year has combined to give Kentucky Bass Nation $3,000. Thank you, Maggie, and thank you from Kentucky Bass Nation. I'm going to let Maggie speak a minute of what's going on here in Corbin this weekend. And if you ever get time to stop by the Corbin area, we come down to the boat show back in February. Me and Tommy's been down here the last couple of years. I know a couple of you has come down, Coop's come down, and it's kind of interesting downtown at night with some great restaurants. I'll speak for Scully's. We ate at, me and Tommy, it's great food. We carry food home, so if you get a chance, and I think they're on the discount list too.
They are, yeah.
So I highly recommend Scully's because I've ate there before. Maggie?
All right, well, once again, welcome to Corbin. We are super excited to have you all here this weekend. Again, you know, this is a partnership with the Laurel London County Tourism Commission. And, you know, we love the Laurel Lake. We know that you all will too. Just a couple of things. So there is a 10% off coupon with restaurants listed for both Corbin and London. So whichever community you find yourself in. I have a table set up over here. If you're interested in checking out downtown Corbin and the sites, restaurants, I have our wrap card that lists dining, entertainment, shopping, the whole 9 yards. We even have a pinball museum. Yeah, pinball and arcade. Also, I've put our citywide brochure so you can check out more great things to do. This is a huge weekend in Corbin. Tomorrow we will be hosting our annual Colonel Festival in downtown Corbin, which is an all-day event, kind of dedicated to being home of Colonel Sanders and the original Kentucky Fried Chicken. Also at the Corbin Arena, you have the Rod Run, so lots of pretty classic antique cars, and the Moonshiners will be there. And then lastly, at Cumberland Falls State Park, the Niagara in the South, we'll have the Native American Heritage Weekend. So certainly lots of things to do if you guys venture off the lake. And I've got lots of swag, so if you see anything you want to take with you, please feel free to take it. Thank you so much.
Before we go into tournament stuff, there's one more person that we got to send out a great big thanks to. Greg, I'll let you do the honors on that.
So after Barren River, we normally get all our sponsorships lined out through the year in February. But we had a gentleman come on board after Barren River's tournament and made a pretty nice sizable donation to the KBN. This donation for the sponsorship from Jewel Fire Protection is for $2,200. Now, $2,000 of that is going to pay back Big Fish for every event throughout this year. So in addition to the KBN money that you get for Big Fish, you're going to get additional money on top of it, thanks to Mr. Tim Robinson and his company at Jewel Fire Protection. The way this will work, like I mentioned before, is all the anglers will get an additional $150. All the co-anglers get an additional $100. This will take place all the way through the state championship, and the biggest bass, no matter what boat or co-angler, at the end of the year, I'm going to keep a close check on this. The biggest bass of the year will also receive a $200 voucher for a Fitzgerald rod of their choice. Additional money left over from this, which I calculated up to be about $750, will also go toward purchasing more t-shirts for us at the state championship this year. So right now, got a little back pay to do. At Barren River, on the other side, Big Fish for $150 goes to Richie Young. will be in addition to, like, again, thank Tim and everything you've done with Jewel Fire Protection.
All right, now we can start into the tournament stuff for tomorrow. Thank these guys. Stop by, please talk to Maggie, because without Maggie and Kelly, t-shirts that you're getting, usually we don't do them for qualifiers, but it's a good way to advertise for them. It's a good way to advertise for us. That's one of the reasons that they're bright green. They wanted them to stand out. So, again, thank Tim and thanks Maggie. Without the support of people like that, Kentucky Bass Nation, and what we do for the team deal, probably we wouldn't do as much for sure. One real quick thing, I know I went over the changes that Bass has made for the qualifiers next year. Has anybody got any questions? I want to answer those and get them out here now, that if anybody's got any questions, I'm here to answer them. If you think of things and well, what's changing and all that, we kind of went through all that. I think everybody's here. Everybody hear me at Barron's go through those rule changes? Anybody got any questions from those rule changes? Okay, we're all good. All right, size limits tomorrow. 18-inch smallmouth, 15-inch largemouth, 12-inch spots, 12, 15, and 18. Everybody got that?
How many smallmouth do you have?
5. Only 2? 2, okay.
Steve, 2 smallmouth.
All right, I didn't know about that one. So, 2 smallmouth over 18 inches, 18 or over. That's all we're allowed. I want to make one thing real clear, and this is for boaters and co-anglers. They are fish that are on the bed. So if you catch one off the bed, whether it's boater or co-angler, you guys are the witness to each other. It's got to be hooked inside the mouth if you're bed fishing. Everybody got that? We're going to go out at 6:45 first flight. Try to be in the water by 6:15, 6:20. I know it's going to be cloudy, maybe even some rain. Looks like they've backed the rain off now. They ended around 5 a.m. the last look I got at it. So hopefully cloud cover won't hurt us all that much. This morning, 6:45 was about right. Cloud cover, we might delay 5 minutes or so. But anyways, we're going to do 2 flights. I think we got 39, 40 boats.
Have 1 through 19 is first flight, 20 through 39 is second flight.
All right, so we do have 39 boats, 1 through 19 and then 20 through 39. Anybody got any questions? Boater co-angler format. Boater fishes from the front, co-angler fishes from the back. Life jackets must be wore anytime the big motor started. Tommy, Jacob, am I forgetting anything?
Where are you gonna blast off from? To no wake buoys?
We're going to blast off out in front of the big RJ Foreman houseboat out there to no wake buoy.
No fishing inside the marina docks.
That's right, no fishing in marinas. The lady that has helped us out, where we're going out of Grove, she also owns the Holly Bay. Marinas are off limits. Only docks you can fish is the courtesy docks at the ranch. Don't be paralleling the docks, don't be casting in at the docks, don't be casting in at the boat, in between the boats. Marinas are off limits. Everybody got that? I know last year, I think when we was down here, we allowed the outside, the walkway out in front of the houseboats. Not this year, we're just saying no marinas. Check-in will be right by the ramp where we're going in and out. The way trailer is set up right there. That's another thing. I'm glad you said that. We got a water tank. I don't think anybody can move it, but you'll see where the trailer's set up in the morning, and we've got the tank set up. It is going to be a trailer's way in, so work it out, come up, and then either Susie or I will make an announcement, bring your fishing scales, the scales are open, and then we'll start going from there. But put your boats on the trailer, park. There's 63, I think, if I remember right, Tommy, 63 parking spots in that parking lot. We only got 39 boats. Nobody has to take the handicap or nothing like that, or there is kind of a couple handicap spots, Glenn, if you need that. So the trailer is set up, we'll make an announcement that the scales are open, 2:45, first flight, 2:45, we're all Eastern time, so no time switching back and forth like Barron and Cumberland, 2:45 and 3 o'clock.
Co-angler parking.
Huh?
Co-angler parking.
Co-angler parking. Everybody's been to Grove, right? Alright, so there's a parking lot right at where the marina store is. When you circle down the hill, there is a parking lot right there. Co-anglers park in the back of that, if you don't care. I don't care if you go all the way or back, but pretty good way. I don't know what kind of crowd. There's some crowds moving in when we set up the trailers there a while ago. And I told her that we would park in the back of that parking lot for the co-anglers. Boaters in the morning, if you want to swing up through that lot, pick up your co-angler and then come right back down and get in line. But the road next to the lake is where you'll have to be in line to launch. And then once you launch your boat, come back up, park, try to park as much as you can inside the line. And then we'll be not doing it all at 2:45 and at 3 o'clock. Jacob, in my center console is the passes. If you don't care, run back out there and get those passes. I got, for all the boaters, I've got passes for tomorrow. You don't have to buy those. So,
Already did.
Too late.
as he gets those, we'll hand them out to the boaters. Co-anglers, you do not need a pass, just the boaters. Alright, and there's a sign down there at the ramp that says, past this point, you need a pass. Co-anglers, you're going to be up here in that parking lot, you're not going to need a pass. Alright, so just the boaters. As soon as Jacob comes back in, we'll raise the boaters' hands and we'll go from there.
Oh,
What's that, Max?
What would you like to know, Michael?
I want to know about this outfit.
I lost a bet.
To who?
Coleman and Susie bet me that I wouldn't.
Oh, and you're
So you won the bet. So you won the bet.
I like it.
you say Rocket Man, Disney's Rocket Man?
Swindle's my hero, but he's the one that did it first, so I'm kind of playing copycat.
I got it.
And it's gonna be cold this morning, so you gotta be prepared.
It is. Again, it's supposed to be cold for a little rain. The last I seen it, it's going to be moving out at 5 o'clock. Susie, how much more time do you need?
Hi, I'm Tom Sutton with Kentucky Bass Nation Region 2 Director. I'm here with Maggie Barnhollow, the Director for Corbin Tourism, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Corbin.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we absolutely want to welcome Kentucky Bass Nation to Corbin and the London area and the Laurel Lake. It is absolutely an awesome pleasure to have you guys. Lots of things going on in town this weekend as our anglers come in. We've got Colonel Fest tomorrow in downtown Corbin. We've got the Rod Run at the Corbin Arena, as well as the Native American Heritage Weekend at Cumberland Falls. Lots of stuff to do and see while folks are visiting our city.
That's great. That's great. Well, we appreciate you having Kentucky Bass Nation and being a sponsor for our event, and looking forward to a great turnout.
And we just want to wish all of the anglers coming into town this weekend best of luck. Go get them.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Mike Boggs here, Vice President of Kentucky Bass Nation. I'm here with Rob Jones. He was our angler winner or boater winner from our first stop at Barron River Lake back in March the 11th. Rob, did you have an early bite or a late bite?
It's
Or?
all day like for me. I caught the last keep at 2:30.
Oh wow, that was good.
That was pretty good. At 2:30 the cast.
Was you fishing shallow or was you fishing deep?
A little bit of everything. It's a little bit everywhere.
There you go. I know water temperature was still cold then. I know I was fishing down at the dam because it had a little clearer water, other than up the river was a little more muddy. Was there one section lake, was you in that muddy water? Was you in the clear water? Mid-lake, muddy water. Is there, you want to share a bait that you wanted, that you was catching tomorrow, or you want to keep that a secret?
Yeah, we'll keep that a little secret for next
10-4.
time. Hopefully it was a pretty good tournament.
Congratulations and thanks for fishing Kentucky Bass Nation.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hey, Mike Boggs back here again with Kentucky Bass Nation. I'm here with the third place contestants, both Tim Robinson on the boater side and Aaron Bessner on the co-angler side. Aaron also had big fish on the co-angler side. So let's turn to Tim first. Tim, catching your fish early, late?
All day.
Catching them all day?
All day.
Again, the lake was kind of stained mid-lake, and then way up the river it started clearing up on the tournament day because the clear water was being pulled in. It was a little bit clearer down by the dam. Was you mid-lake?
I was right in the middle.
Dam, or
I was right in the middle
in the dingy water?
in the dingiest water there was.
Before,
Yep. We were cranking shallow gravel banks. And
You wanna
they were
tell
hammered them. We were throwing spro. Little John.
Spro
Yeah.
crankbait? All right, 10-4.
Spro, Little John.
Uh,
Everything was caught on those. We tried other stuff and we couldn't get that on them. But it was a test.
10-4. It was a tough tournament for me. Aaron, you finished third on the co-angler side. Who'd you get paired up with that day?
Todd Cheney, great boater. He had a really good practice. He struggled a little bit. The fish had moved off just a little bit, and I think that's why I was able to pick some of them up. He was power fishing up shallow, where I was kind of fishing in the creek channel. The water was muddy when he was practicing. It had really cleared up, and that really kind of killed his bite a little bit, obviously with the 20-degree temperature swing as well. But was just able to pick some fish off, and just first fish I caught was about 9:30. Was the big fish I ended up catching, and caught fish consistently throughout the day. Just was only able to put one other keeper on the boat.
What, if you don't mind, what'd you catch your big fish on?
Mega Bass Vision. Everybody throws them. I keep one tied on year round. It's just a bait that I'm comfortable throwing. As long as the water isn't chocolate milk, you'll probably see me throw it at some point during the day.
10-4. So here's both your third place finishers at Barren River Lake on March the 11th when we had our first qualifier there. And again, thank both of you guys for fishing Kentucky Bass Nation. Hey, Mike Boggs back here at Corbin, getting ready for the second qualifier of the KBN season. And thank you to Corbin Tourism and also the London Laurel Tourism for help sponsoring this tournament. And also what we got here is on my left is the first place co-angler from Barren River Lake, and on my right is the guy that finished second at Barren River Lake. So Kevin, we'll start with you. Who'd you get paired up with at Barren, and did you have a good day? Obviously you did. You won the tournament.
Got paired up with Jacob Crabnew. We run up toward the river, fishing some pockets and main lake areas with jerk baits and A-rig. My partner caught a good one early on a jerk bait. We started bouncing around, hitting some areas, looking for some bait. Found another area that was loaded with bait. He caught another keeper. I lost a 4-pounder on an A-rig right as the boat. And we just started on this transition bank back and forth, probably a 250-yard stretch, and we ended up catching, I think, 7 keepers going back and forth. I caught all mine on an A-rig. He caught 2 off that bank on a jerk bait. I ended up with, I think it was 11:49.
11:49 for your winning weight?
Yeah.
All day long, or early?
More probably from 11 o'clock on when we started on that bank, and the sun was shining on it. The bait was flipping everywhere, and we had a good day.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Danny, you're second place guy. Who'd you get drew out with the Barren?
Tim Kellen.
Tim Kelly.
I have to say that he was quite a good angler, but he shared the water with me and gave me some good fishable water, which I really appreciated. He never cast it over him, but it was a good time.
You guys stay in that mid-lake, the muddy water region, or was you down by the dam in a little clearer water, or go way up the river?
We stayed
like
mid-lake. We did bluff walls. We stayed mid-lake. It was a grind. I was using a 6-pound test. I went old school. I had a 6-pound test. I used a shad wrap, and I stuck with it most of the day. Caught one on a red shad wrap, and I caught the other 3 on also on a shad wrap, the regular black and silver one.
What was your weight, Danny?
My weight was about 9 pounds.
9 pounds.
Close to 9 pounds. I came in second place. Dog and money here, and
you guys both did better than I did. So congratulations to both of you guys.
Thanks, man.
Good luck tomorrow at Laurel. and thanks for fishing Kentucky Bass Nation.
Thank you very much. Been having a good time. Kentucky Bass Nation. Sure.
All right, Mike Bowles back here with you one more time. I've got the second place boater from Barron River Lake standing here with me is Kyle Christopher. Kyle is a manager at Anglers Outpost, who is the primary sponsor for the Kentucky Bass Nation. Kyle, we thank you for that. And congratulations on your second place finish at Barron. You catch them early, you catch them late, you catch them all day long, like the rest of the guys said they was. Was you up in that muddy water in the mid lake, or did you go up the river where it was turned back clear? Tell us a little bit of how you caught a Barron March the 11th.
Well, I only caught 6 keepers. And I just kind of picked one off here and there. And I don't think I had a limit until about an hour to go. And I ended up staying in the main lake area where it was kind of muddier. I didn't know that was what I was going to do, but I kind of just watched where everybody else was fishing. And I would tell my partner, hey, nobody's been over there for 45 minutes, let's go over there. And we did that, and we did it all day long, and after you did it so much, you only caught fish in like one spot, maybe 2. So then we started frequenting those spots, and we just kept going more and more and more, and we caught everything we had off 2 little 30-yard stretches.
Wow. You mind to share what you caught them on, or?
Yeah, we were cranking. I broke off a lot of red crankbaits, so I ended up the day throwing like a deeper running one, mostly because I broke off on the shallow. but yeah.
Well, anyways, thanks Anglers Outpost for being a sponsor, and thank you. Congratulations on your second place, and good luck tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
You ready? Big fish. Big fish on 339. Take a good picture of the 2 big smallmouth.
What's your last name, darling?
There might be a couple more hanging. Yeah, there you go. Got it.
Hang on a second. What's your last name, please? Hold on.
That's all I gotta do?
You got all together.
Go away, big fish, next one, don't you?
How much they weigh?
They're right off that standing front end up there. They smile real big. Right here.
Big fish. Ready?
What's your name?
5235. Big fish, bluegill. Big fish right here. 1.81. 276. Bluegill. Big fish, Mike Bates. That'd be me. 1.10. Mark it.
I got some the same way.
Put 33.
stop. You won't come up there now. I'm not listening.
Cobra Cornet, one fish, again, big fish. 240. Big fish. 2.03. 203.
Hey, check that fish for weight.
10
point. Check that fish for weight.
2.19.
I got my nettles.
You're on camera.
One big fish. 2.39. One fish. 2.15. How much you give me for that fish?
One for big fish here.
There you go. 1.73.
I called Bojangles tonight, so on the boat. Because I went to truck, I saw Bojangles. Put them in a bag. Put them in a bag. Constant.
May I say that I like that you matched your hair?
Yeah, I did that on work.
554.
You can bet on that.
554. Big fish, you get 3. All dead. 2.25. 6 pounds even. 6 pounds even. fish, Earl, Maine.
Blackburn.